Well, Melbourne's once bustling hospitality industry is on the brink of a total wipeout. You've heard me talk about this. We've discussed it with restaurateurs. Shutdowns for months and months and months under the Andrews government lockdowns. Well, many of these restaurants, pubs and clubs fear they'll never recover. Under Daniel Andrews' roadmap to ruin, the solution to opening doors is to force businesses out onto the street. The business says this just shows that the people making the decisions in government know nothing about running a restaurant and know nothing about Melbourne's weather, nor are they listening. Sky News Melbourne reporter Gabriella Power has more.
They're the gateway to Melbourne's famous restaurants, but soon the narrow laneways will have seats, tables and customers as the city comes out of lockdown and into a new COVID normal.
It works for some and doesn't work for others. I mean, for us, it's not exactly really a viable option.
Jason Louis is the owner of Flower Drum. He's one of dozens of CBD restaurateurs calling on the Andrews government to revise its alfresco dining proposal by allowing more patrons inside.
I think we're all just a little bit, I would say a little bit frustrated somewhat. That seems the rest of the country is opening up and doing what they can do, but we're still sort of stuck in this sort of roadmap, I suppose. And it seems to be very hard parameters to get to before we can actually open.
Under the roadmap to recovery, cafes, pubs and restaurants will reopen at the end of October with mostly outdoor seating. Renowned chef Guy Grossi says the strategy needs to change for hospitality businesses to survive.
Here at Florentino, we've always championed the outdoor dining scene. We love it as part of Melbourne's culture, but it needs to be done safely, the restrictions lifted, so that we can combine it with our indoor dining. It's really important that we have the two functioning together to make it viable.
Melbourne's unpredictable weather is a dark cloud hanging over the outdoor dining plan. Getting 4 seasons in one day will make it hard for customers to linger out here. Restaurant owners also fear they'll lose more money launching outdoor dining than they would by simply staying shut.
It could be a lovely day out there and you've got 10 people sitting out there and all of a sudden it starts to spit with rain. You've got nowhere to put them if you haven't got your indoor dining capabilities. That affects also staffing ratios and so forth.
The Premier disagrees. He says the plan is being well received.
I believe this will work and it'll be very, very popular.
Melburnians have a different view.
So all the restaurant owners, I don't know how they've survived. No income for months.
I'm in the hospitality industry and I really think we need to move a little quicker to get people into our hotel and in the hotels in the city as well.
Smaller restaurants, they've only got so many spaces, they've got nothing on the street.
Putting money towards outside dining, how about putting money towards making people to come back to work and making it safe for them to return back to work?
The City of Melbourne is lobbying the government to get indoor dining back up and running safely. Opposition leader Michael O'Brien says this needs to happen fast.
If you're relying on opening your business on all your customers being seated outdoors, you're not going to be able to stay open very long, even in a Melbourne spring or even in a Melbourne summer. That's why the government needs to change its roadmap.
Restaurant owners are worried they might not open by Christmas.
On the horizon, we've already lost the footy finals. We're losing the spring racing trade. Christmas is looking sketchy. I can't even dare to take bookings yet. For Christmas, for December.
While Melbourne waits for the hospitality plan to be finalised and for case numbers to drop, businesses are hoping the city can return to what it once was.
We want to see it rebuilt into the vibrant place that we know it can be. It's going to take a lot of work, Gabriella, but we need to start at some point soon.
Gabriella Power, Sky News Melbourne.